it happen, Luke?
Okay, I think I'm just gonna start from like the beginning. The Wellspring experience.
Can we restart this? This is terrible.
Guys, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
I don't know. I literally don't know how to put this into words.
I was like, oh gosh, nope.
Because the raccoon was in the ceiling, and of course that's totally normal, right? No.
Okay. That'd be pretty funny. So what Wellspring has meant to me, well, my pretty much entire childhood has been, I've grown up at this church. I started when I was, 5 or 6 years old, and I've gone through pretty much every level of ministry. It's been great to be able to have so many opportunities to be led by such great people, and then also be able to lead other younger people and lead other great people.
Growing up in Wellspring has played a really significant role in my life just because I've just always been a Christian, and the community here at Wellspring has just pursued me and made me feel loved in a way like my parents couldn't or my friends couldn't. You just have a community here that you just feel welcomed to.
My first encounter with Wellspring was whenever I was in 5th grade. My mom and dad had just gotten married, and me coming into the elementary program was just really exciting.
I just didn't know anybody, and it was just like coming into Wellspring. It gave me a base of my friends, and so all of my friends who I met in the youth group are I'm so tight with today.
So Wellspring started when I was about 5 years old. Yeah, I just grew up going through kind of all the stages of ministry that we had here at church. So I just remember when we first started, being in one of the toddler rooms upstairs with Devin and Stacy Kearns up there doing skits for us and stuff. So it's definitely evolved a lot with the 100 kids that we have now, which is really cool to see. And then going through middle school program and now high school ministry, and also just leading in the youth group. I've just had so many adults in this community invest a lot in me.
Going through their youth programs was really cool, and getting to be under Becca and some of the other ones. My sister and I got to go to the Point 11 camps and learn more about that. I got baptized through Wellspring here, and that experience growing up really definitely impacted my church life, and it was such a positive environment.
It has definitely been a very normal thing to come to this church every week and be with this community in this setting, in such the area that this church is in, the mid-city area. We are now, living 2 minutes or so away from the church. In the past month, it's been a great opportunity, I think, for us to really get closer and be more hands-on than we have in the past with all of the ministry that has been going on here.
Wellspring has helped me in a lot of ways when it comes down to building relationships with people. People started to really invest in my walk with Christ, and they wanted to get to know me, and they wanted to know what I struggle with and what I thrive with. And that has really helped me build a more vulnerable heart, and to just teaching me to ask other people those questions that are kind of hard to answer.
Through Wellspring, I've had a lot of great mentors. I've had Leighton and Elijah and Brady Cameron, and they've been able to walk with me in my faith, and it's just, I'm so grateful for those people. Sophomore year, Brady Cameron asked me, he's like, hey, you want to go work out, and then after we work out, we can go hang out at Food for Kids. And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. And the great thing about it is those kids that I see at Food for Kids, it's some of them I get to see at school.
But I think the thing that Wellspring has exemplified the most to me is obedience to the Lord. Just the way that I've seen a lot of big visions that we've had as a church, and the way that the community has wrapped around, and everybody in the church has just supported whatever vision we have and just ran with it. It's been so encouraging to see the way that families have just participated in adoption and taking foster children in, the overwhelming amount of families that have done that within the past year or two. It's so cool to see their willingness to follow God's plan into those difficult places.
So for my family, this church has really pushed us to care for foster kids. It's been a really big roller coaster for my family. It's definitely something that wasn't on our radar in any way. But it really has shown, it made our family stronger and more connected.
Getting past that, when I started volunteering in the 1-year-old room, Marissa and Brittany and a bunch of the other moms and women there are super impactful, and you want to grow to be like them and to have kids someday and be able to put God on them in a positive way and really help others grow in your faith.
Yeah, I know that our motto is creating a new normal for the next generation, and I can proudly say that our church is accomplishing that. Just kids my age being very excited about serving their community and pushing themselves to be people who are willing to go into hard places and just follow God's will, no matter what that takes. I can just see that we have created a new normal in the kids, the high schoolers, college-age students in this church. Yeah. Sorry, that was super long.